This tutorial is for 6th grade, Module 4, Lesson 5. In this lesson, we're going to write algebraic expressions to match real-world situations. We're going to start by writing algebraic expressions to match pictures. We have an example here of one circle and two triangles. I can write an algebraic expression representing that picture. I can say I have a circle plus one triangle and another triangle. I could also show this as I have a circle plus two groups of triangles. So these expressions mean the same thing. Now let's write some of our own here. Here I have one heart plus another heart plus a square. So I could write the expression that way. I could also show that I have two hearts plus a square. In the next one, I have a trapezoid plus another trapezoid plus a circle plus another circle. I can combine the trapezoids and combine the circles to say that I also have two trapezoids plus two circles. Notice that in these pictures, we don't combine pictures that are not the same. So I wouldn't combine my trapezoids and my circles. I need to show them separately in my algebraic expression. We're going to do the same thing for this word problem. The problem says Maria bought 5 apples at the store. We're to write different expressions to represent the total cost of the apples based on the price of the apples. In my first example, each apple cost 35 cents. Well, since she bought 5 of them, I could show this by repeated addition. So I would add 35 cents 5 times. So there's one expression that matches the problem. I could also represent that same expression using multiplication instead of repeated addition. We have 5 groups of 35 cents. Or I could also write it as 5 times 35 cents. But what if the apples cost 40 cents? Now my repeated addition would change. I would now add 40 cents 5 times. And then in multiplication form, I would say that I now have 5 groups of 40 cents. Or I could also say 5 times 40 as my expression written into some multiplication problem. Now, what happens if we don't know the cost of each apple? Instead of a price, we're now going to use a variable. So if I don't know the cost of an apple, I'm going to say the apple costs X cents. For repeated addition, then, I would add X together 5 times to represent the total cost of the apples. In multiplication, I would say I have 5 groups of X. So these two expressions mean the same thing, and it tells us what the apples would cost when we don't know the price of the apple. Sometimes we'll need to combine operations in our expressions. This problem says Marin has 50 tickets to spend on rides at a carnival. Each ride takes 6 tickets. Write different expressions to represent the number of tickets Marin has left based on the number of rides she goes on. Okay, so let's break this down. She has 50 tickets. Each ride takes 6 tickets. So we have to figure out how many tickets she has left after going on a certain number of rides. So the first example is, what would she have left if she went on 2 rides? Well, we know that she started with 50 tickets. When she went on 1 ride, she would have to take away 6 tickets. And then when she went on the second ride, she'd have to take away another 6 tickets. So that's one expression that would lead us to how many tickets she has left. Another way we can say that is, she started with 50 tickets, and now she's taking away 2 groups of 6. 2 rides at 6 tickets each. So these two expressions would give us the answer for how many tickets she has left after she rides on 2 rides? Well, what if she rode on 3 rides? Again, we could say she starts with 50. She took 6 away for the first ride, 6 away for the second ride, and 6 away for the third ride. Or we could say she started with 50 and she's taking away 3 groups of 6. Well, what if we don't know how many rides she goes on? We would say that she starts with 50 and then she will subtract x times 6. We don't know how many rides she went on, but we know each ride would be 6 tickets. Another way to say that is she starts with 50 tickets and she takes away 6x. When we write our expressions using variables, we put the number before the variable to show multiplication. So again, there's 2 different expressions that would lead us to how many tickets she has left when she's gone on some rides.